What's up, JJ?
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
2nd and 5, play fake. Howard flips it. Smith's got it. And the freshman just launches in as the Buckeyes score to answer the Irish. There is Smith running free, breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards. Ohio State
continue to stay together because some guys in this.
5, play fake. Howard flips it. Smith's got it, and the freshman just launches in as the Buckeyes score to end.
Leave no doubt. Don't leave it to one play. Don't leave it.
Howard delivers downfield. He's got it! Jeremiah Smith hadn't had a touch in the second half until that. But it's Ohio State together at the mountaintop. Champions of college. Making the catch is Smith. Catch made. The freshman Jeremiah Scott has the ball. Ohio State. The freshman just launches in the second half until that.
In college.
Maybe the best one in the history of Ohio State.
Taking the Junkins again. And there is Smith roaming free. Breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards.
The heart of it all was an 18-year-old phenom, Jeremiah Smith.
Down the middle, Smith is wide.
2 touchdowns in the first half with absolute brilliance.
This is all we got. It's win or go home.
Sailed our way into this 8-9 game. Welcome to the 12th and first half of the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. The freshman Jeremiah Smith. Buckeyes have 4 touchdown end zone. Again, and there is Smith roaming free. Breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards. Howard again from the pocket, well protected. Takes a shot downfield, and going up making the catch is Smith. Buckeyes in a way, launching downfield. Catch made. He cannot. Got here, Howard looking to launch. Went and back down the sidelines. Right catch is Smith. Ohio State overwhelming today. And ball out, there is Jeremiah Smith. Smith's got it, and the freshman just lets the Buckeyes score to answer the Irish. No touches for Jeremiah Smith here in the second half. Not a touch in the second half until that potential game clincher. First down at the 10.
Come on, man! The stream grows and we had to withstand storms. And when you get to the top, it's called red hair.
Pace for Smith, he comes back, makes the grab. Another first.
Finish this thing! Yeah.
Smith roaming free, breaks a tackle. Ohio.
These two teams will begin.
Smith roaming free, breaks a tackle. Ohio State. And making the catch is
Final score 41.
Forward! It's our wide receivers versus their DBs. And take the fight to them!
zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. The freshman Jeremiah Smith. Howard off the fake. Wide open is Smith. In the fresh Jordan throw. Catch made. Can he get there? Yes, the brilliant freshman.
On the left side toward the end zone.
Caught Jeremiah Smith. Touchdown. Touchdown end zone. Jeremiah Smith.
And probably its best player was a freshman receiver.
Smith. He's got it. Jeremiah Smith found the end zone in Ohio State's first possession. Buckeyes back to work on O when you come back. The two backs as receivers, and now a downfield shot on first down for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. Jeremiah Smith.
Well, this is the plan to be able to attack these corners one-on-one. Does he hold on, finish the catch? Comes down, he gets the left arm underneath to be able to prevent the ball from coming loose. Really good job. Look at that right arm. Grab it on. Does he finish? He does. That's a touchdown. They said they're going to be aggressive. Tennessee leaves their corners on islands. He just gets lost. Never locates the football. How about the throw by Will Howard to get this game started? And the focus and concentration by the freshman to finish that off for a 7-0 Ohio State lead.
Nika with the ball's answer.
Down. Now the biggest one is coming with his first possession of the second half. Ohio State's a great start. Jeremiah Smith, brilliant. Buckeyes built a big lead. Can they hang on and move on to the Rose Bowl? Second half is coming.
A lot of chunk plays in the air. Buckeyes have 4 of them looking for a fifth. Jeremiah Smith, his second sensational playoff debut for this freshman.
Perfectly thrown over the outside shoulder to Jeremiah Smith. Really nothing McCoy could do.
And in barely 3 minutes, Ohio State.
Howard wanted to see is his top receiver one-on-one. Like I said, not terrible coverage, but he had a step on him. But look how perfectly this football is dropped over that outside shoulder for the touchdown again to Jeremiah.
Touchdown for Smith. Howard 4 for 4 on that drive.
This is the risk you take. Yeah, this is the risk you take when you leave the true freshman Jeremiah. They're going to need to hold up against these receivers.
Take it to Judkins again. And there is Smith roaming free. Breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards.
Now he comes, he's lost. He's completely lost. Now you've got great blocks downfield. Now it's one-on-one. Him against the free safety, Tysheem Johnson. Too big, too athletic, too fast in the open space. He makes him miss. But it started with the confusion on the Oregon side of not locating and understanding the coverage they were in. And then they ended up losing of all guys, Jeremiah Smith on that squirrel.
Guys do with their second possession after Jeremiah Smith.
Back to the left, you get him in the open field. It's not just this guy's size. It's
Howard again from the pocket, well protected. Shakes a shot downfield, and going up and making the catch is Smith. And Ohio State, just like against Tennessee, clicking early.
They do a good job of in that bunch formation. They get isolated one-on-one, and these are the matchups you knew you're going to see. Jeremiah Smith, incredible confidence, and he should. Goes up 6'3", 225 pounds, able to make that catch. Keep this in mind. Nico Reed is they list him at 5'10". He's probably about 5'9". Jabbar Muhammad listed at 5'10", also about 5'9". Difficult matchups and man-to-man against up to get for the football. Again.
Third catch, and Smith collects it and gets a first down at the 35, a dozen more yards.
They had him stacked up that time against Emeka Buka. This time they move him, create again a little bit more space. I don't know how he keeps getting lost, but I'm guessing Dan Lanning will get the defense over there and say, guys, no matter what the call is, we can't give him space when we...
He's on the left of the formation. Howard's looking that way, launching downfield. Catch made! He cannot be stopped. He beat Dante Manning that time. What a ball.
And look, they have a safety over top. Pretty good coverage, but he misses the football. Not able to locate the ball.
By Prudential.
And now what is number 4?
Him again.
When in doubt, I think Ohio State came in with a plan, much like the Tennessee game. Jeremiah Smith is a very different receiver from the time these two teams played earlier in the year. I talked to Brian Hartline on the field.
See if they take a shot here. Howard looking to launch right down the middle. Smith is wide open. Too easy.
One
carving up a Ducks defense that was pretty elite this season. And number 4 making good on his talk pregame. The Duck fans are asking.
Yeah, I don't want you to just watch the going on. And there he is right in the middle of the field. Look, free release. Nobody jams him. No chance that safety is going to stay with Jeremiah Smith. Give Chip Kelly all the credit in the world for this plan again that he has come up with. The offense is executing, and Oregon's defense is lost and down 24 here in the second quarter.
So far, all Jeremiah Smith.
Look at the safety turns one way. I mean, by the way, that's nothing against Oregon and Tysheem Johnson. That's the AT&T connected cam. But you're looking at
Smith breaks a tackle. Ohio State.
it's a Crimson with a big play. Another one to Jeremiah Smith. I mean,
Howard looking in that direction, delivers a slant, pitch and catch. It's just pretty easy. They played off him. He made him pay for 10 yards.
the last catch he made, I was just asking our guys up here, is a 43-yard touchdown with 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They go back to him here on third down with that cushion. What a tough ask that is for any quarters, especially if you give him a little bit of room there off the line of scrimmage. At time Manning giving him that room.
Howard, wonder if he'd take a downfield shot, loops it back across the body.
I just had a feeling that they were going to start looking for him. He's been quiet. Like I said, there's a great job of high pointing the ball, those long limbs, able to use the length, nice strong hands. By the way, when you shake his hand, it reminds
Second that, Reese. But as they keep saying again and again.
And the defensive MVP, veteran leader of this team, 11 tackles.
Pressure comes. Howard gets the ball out. There is Jeremiah Smith. Makes the catch. It's two freshman All-Americans, Smith and Leonard Moore, number 50 for Notre Dame. Might be matched up a lot tonight.
There you go. Man-to-man on third down. Notre Dame's been outstanding. And by the way, Moore is a big corner. He's 6'2", 191 pounds. You could see how tight the coverage was. It took that extra effort.
2nd and 5, play fake. Howard flips it. Smith's got it, and the freshman just waltzes in as the Buckeyes score to answer the
Here, he sees something right away. He needs help. He's trying to get Notre Dame's at Jeremiah Smith, and you come back to him. Notre Dame completely loses him. What an answer from the Buckeyes.
AT&T clicker showing you to former Oregon head coach. Ray spotted it, but they couldn't do anything about it. So Ohio State here, first minute of the second quarter. What a start to this heavyweight collision for the champ.
Team that leads the nation in man coverage. They played it twice, once on a conversion on third down. And
heavy pressure, Howard delivers downfield, and Smith, he's got it! Jeremiah Smith hadn't had a touch in the second half until that potential game clincher. First down at the 10.
They went 0, meaning they blitzed 7. They left everybody on an island, and Ohio State thinks that's a mismatch with Jeremiah Smith against anybody. 10 here, Chris. Soft coverage by Gray. Look at the throw here by Will Howard. Notre Dame rolled the dice, hoped that the 7-man pressure would get to him. Will Howard with a throw of his life at that moment right there. Maurice Clarett, the former Ohio State Buckeye right there.
He's been an important part.
When the dust had settled after the Michigan game.
The longest.